go. Stream a little CQC, then we're gonna go get into this PvP match. Let's see, CQC interim. Let's pause that. Change our title here, CQC intermission.
I've got butterflies.
You should.
This is just like a Benefice Naganji style. My hands have got a funny little shake in them.
You're gonna do just fine, man. You're gonna do better than I could, that's for sure.
If you guys don't mind actually upvoting the Reddit thread, so we can...
Yes, yeah, bump it if you could, please. Give them a link, and then that'll get it to the front page, because it's probably sitting in the new right now. Let me make sure I do that. I need to log in, actually. Can you link? Thank you. Alright, dude, uploaded, and I put a little response there. Okay, here we go. Alright, good to go.
Alright, so are you guys... Am I in solo or something?
I was for a moment and I forgot. Oh shit, I am already in the match.
Where's the Oz?
I'm on my way.
Are you in solo?
Yeah, yes.
Wait, this system is controlled by Los Chupacabras? What is that?
Oh, did another player group get it?
Target destroyed.
I wanted that system at one point. Oh, motherfucker.
Is that a player group, Los Chupacabras? It sounds like
I
it.
suppose so.
Target destroyed.
Alrighty.
Under attack.
Oh, of course I ran into that. That's what I get.
3 aliens is sitting in Cobra.
Oh, they're being serious too, huh?
Yeah.
OPB. Stealth Cobra.
Target destroyed. Shields offline. Hull integrity compromised. Flight assist
Fer-de-lance
off.
spotted.
Flight assist
Oh, good
off.
job. Good for him. Hey, if anybody's watching already, welcome to the stream. We're going to be having some fun today, doing a Transmission of the PvP League match between Contrail and Triadius. Just playing some CQC in the interim here until we get started. Oh, that didn't take long, huh?
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Get out of their way. Oh, there goes my shield
Shields
run.
offline.
Oh, man. I had 2 on me there.
Explorer?
Bastards.
Sorry, what?
Explorer? Dynamite Explorer you're talking about?
Yep.
Are you guys at Meredith City?
Yep.
I don't see anybody. We're not in the same, must not be in the same instance.
Yeah, I think so.
Can one of you invite me to a wing so I can jump out and jump
Warning.
in?
Temperature critical.
There we go.
Under attack. Warning. Taking heat damage. Shields
Yeah,
Here we
offline.
go with 2 again.
Flight assist on.
It's up.
Here we go with 2 on me again. Just one more time. Ah, really? That didn't go out of the way? That stinks. Kenny to boo, you bastard.
User joined your channel.
Hey guys,
Hello.
Who?
T minus 10 minutes, my friends.
Yes, indeed.
Are you ready in the LFT 926 Meredith City?
Almost.
Almost.
Okay, so please join our TS. We'll move you to the clan to the PvP the cantina. So only fighters will be there. We arrange everything. So we decide if we interdict or meet in one instance, and then we continue. Okay, then I will separate each clan to different channels.
Are you gonna have another channel for streamers?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything is set up. Okay, when you have time, we're ready. Yeah, see you.
Okay, see you.
User disconnected from your
I guess we'll
channel.
head over there then.
User disconnected from your channel. Connected. Channel switched.
Hey buddy.
What's up?
Hello.
We'll stay in the cantina until the other guys come in. Wait, give them rights.
Yeah, that's fine. They should be heading over now. There's a couple of them coming in now.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
So many users!
User was moved to your channel.
So many
Guys,
users.
this is Dave. He's our pet.
User was moved to your channel.
3, 2,
Oh, this is crowded.
engage.
They heard I was here. Obviously, it's a natural.
Oh, everybody's very excited.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
pleasure to meet you, Dave.
User disconnected from your channel.
Quick question, Triadius. Who is the
Yeah.
fourth commander's name?
Okay, it will be Fox and One, Nitek, Chuck, Shugosha, and fourth will be Mikagi, but we are waiting for him. If Mikagi doesn't show up, Commander Old Server will take place.
So no Commander Brachi.
He just messaged us that he's not available, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have Nitek, Fox sent one,
Target destroyed.
Onsa, and what was the other 2? One more time?
Shields
Shugosha
offline. Hull integrity compromised.
and
I can't
Flight
spell
Mika-
Hull.
assist on.
wait, I will
Eject.
write it.
I got it. Shugiosha, got it.
Got it?
Oh man, all my.
Under
Okay,
attack.
so I'll put Mikagi and then I'll have Old Savior as a sub.
Yes.
Flight assist off.
You wrote old
Shields
Sava,
Oh,
Hull
man.
integrity.
the old taste.
Oh, fucking hell, I'm sorry, Savi.
Don't worry.
It's... Okay, so as you can see, guys, should I move Robbie?
User joined your channel.
Yes, Robbie's one of us.
No, don't. Me and him had a falling out. He knows what he did. Leave him in there.
Okay,
User joined your channel.
there you
God damn it!
go. Okay guys, so you will see in Cantina that people that are not fighting, please stay in Cantina. You will see the streams. Streamers have a special channel recording do not enter, so nobody should enter that there is no like user entered your channel. And the fighters move to their appropriate channel when it's ready, okay? When they are ready.
Nita can hear, so...
Okay.
Target destroyed.
So who is going to be streaming?
Semper Byron and Balanos.
Cool. Could you put links here in the Cantina?
Already.
I put a link to my stream already. The Semper Byron TV and Balanos.
Okay, thank you. Okay guys, so everybody can watch it here, yes? Members of Contrail, you are allowed, you have the rights to move around our TeamSpeak by yourself, yeah? So when you start, you can move yourself to Contrail channel and to recording channel for the streamers, alright?
Sounds good.
Okay.
And first when we just get into one instance and then we switch channels so we have the streamers in the instance, okay? Or there will be 4 of us only, or there will be camera ships?
Yeah, there's 2 camera ships.
Cool.
They're both in Imperial carriers. Imperial carriers on
Which ships are pants, or which streamers are pants optional?
Dave, you're gonna get on a timeout channel in a moment.
Wait, do people wear pants when they play this game? That's weird.
I'm not wearing
Flight
pants.
assist off.
I'm sitting on
No.
a stool.
On.
It's funny enough.
Okay. So the streamer ship, the camera ship are...
Imperial carriers unarmed.
Please make sure you have the white
Flight assist
camo
off.
on the couriers so we can see them clearly.
Yeah, they're still white.
Flight
Okay, I will
assist off.
start, invite a wing, and we'll drop into instance and then
Under attack.
I think maybe into this.
Detected compromised.
Who are we fighting now?
It will be me, Theos, Striper Light, and Robbie.
Okay.
Oh, so you guys are gonna start the Super Cruise?
We'll go into one instance, so it's easier, yeah? Okay. To make it easier, wait, there is a belt cluster, we can go there and use it and move away from the 4 asteroids that are there, yeah?
GG. Alright, let's get
Very easy for us.
Well, let's take Belt Cluster 6.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello. So everybody that's fighting or streaming, move to Belt Cluster 6, LFT926B, A Belt Cluster 6, okay?
Sounds
It's
good.
very close to the station, and we meet there.
Sound muted.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sound
He will
resumed.
join if he wants later.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So LFT926 Belt Cluster 6. And we meet there and then we switch channels.
You can use my wing beacon.
Okay, drop on track.
Okay, I'm gonna switch channels now. Because I'm
No
gonna start
problem, buddy.
streaming. I have a
Yeah.
5-minute delay on my stream, just so you know.
Oh shit, I forgot the delay. Fuck, let me set
User
that.
left your channel. Channel switched.
Okay, yeah, I'd already started as I was doing CQC, but I completely forgot to do the delay. Let me see if I can set that now.
Okay, so Triadius versus Contrail. It's going to be an interesting little match here. I believe both Triadius and Contrail have yet to have a win, but as far as I know, their previous engagements, neither team had their A-team on the field. So we'll see if we can get a higher quality of play, because they were able to get, it seems like they have a better crop for both teams going into today's match.
Right you are, Ken. Really sounds like they're going to bring the mayonnaise out of the jar for this one.
Yeah, up looks like Nitek in a Federal assault ship. He is running one pulse laser, one burst laser, 2 multi-cannons. Okay, so it looks like the Triadius guys are definitely going for a silent running build, which is pretty typical. Here we have Schmid, must be one of the other streamers. Here's a Python. Fox sent Unce in a Python. He has shields. Let's see what kind of shields he's got. He's got 2 shield boosters, so they're going shielded, which is I think they picked up what happened to them when they fought BBFA, because when they went up against BBFA used a shielded Python to tank most of the damage, and it was pretty effective. He was their main target was able to go evasive, and Triadius ended up losing ships while they're trying to get through the shields. So it looks like Fox sent Ons is taking a page out of BBFA's book, so we'll see how well this goes for them.
Hey Balanos, Zai says you still look offline.
Yeah, it's delayed 5 minutes, man.
Oh, that's right.
Tell him to wait 5 minutes.
Well, he can hear you now.
Okay. Alright. Of course, Commander Robbie, we know him. He's in his Fer-de-lance. He's probably running 5 multi-cannons. This, I honestly think that the Triadius guys might give Contrail a run for their money, because, you know, the primary meta at the moment is going all silent running, as when they first went up against ROA last week. They went up against 4 silent running Federal assault ships, and they were defeated pretty handily. So I don't think Contrail is super prepared to deal with a shielded opponent.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I know for a fact when I spoke with the Triadius guys after their last match, they had very adamantly said, like, oh, we sent in some of our new members who really wanted to participate. Not our most experienced PvP guys were there, so they definitely have a different lineup today. But then again, so does Contrail, from what I understand. I don't think we'll see a very one-sided match in either case. It'll definitely be a run for the money from both sides. But you're absolutely right. It definitely looks like they've got a good setup going, so we'll see how it ends up going.
Looks like Shugyosha in a Python, also shielded. So they're going dual shielded Pythons with frag cannons and 3 pulse lasers, 2 heat sinks. I'm assuming lots and lots of shield cell banks.
So it's 2 shielded ships. Have we seen the other 2 ships they're going to be bringing into the fight here? McKeggy, I think, is one. Federal assault ship.
2 Federal assault ships. I think we're going to have 2 silent running Federal assault ships and 2 shielded Pythons. So this is a different look than Triadius had last week in their match against BBFA. So let's take a look real quick at the commander lineups. In just a sec. So on Contrail, we have Commander Robbie. Now I knew a little more about the Contrail members, so you can expect a little more detail when I'm explaining what each person does. Federal Robbie is a Fer-de-lance who likes to go silent running and flight assist off, and he uses his gimbaled multi-cannons to basically be completely evasive and take targets of opportunity. Then you have Theoz running a silent running Python, and Stripe-Alive also in a silent running Python, and Dr. Dunkel in a Python. And I do know that they are planning on using turreted weapons to go after the silent running ship, so we'll see how that goes for them.
Yeah, so turreted weapons, from any experimentation I've done, they're doing very well on a one-on-one scenario, but the turreted system, unfortunately, as it stands, until there is possibly some added functionality for multi-crew later on during this season of expansions, Really Dangerous, is still kind of a crapshoot. I mean, there's no real way to dictate where they're going to fire, when, and in what intensity, so it makes it a lot more difficult to focus fire a single target. It's an interesting idea to try and have that technique, but we'll see how well it works out here today.
Yeah. Well, also thought I'd let's go over to Triadius's lineup. They have Commander Mikiki, Commander Nitek, Commander Shigeosha, and Fox at Once, and then Old Savior is their sub. And we already kind of went over their builds. So this match should be starting pretty soon. And once again, these guys are both looking for their first win. It's majorly important. Both teams, in fact, have not won a single match. Like even so, it's best out of 3. Both teams got shut out 2-0 last week. So we'll see.
A lot of pride riding on the line, I think, for both of these guys, man. It's you know, obviously we take a little bit of personal investment here as well, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Contrail deals with these shielded pythons. We saw how effective that could be last week once we get with PvP.
It's good to see that it's not just a bunch of silent running ships. You know, it's that seems to have become the meta for a lot of the guys, and you know, it really isn't a situation that allows for a lot of variety. I'm glad to see that at least both of these teams have a pretty good setup with both of their sides. It's not just one particular technique that's going in. We're definitely mixing strategies here.
So if you're looking at my screen, on the right side you're going to see Triadius. On the left side over here you have Contrail. It looks like they're facing each other, but they haven't set the 4-kilometer distance, which is usually customary when starting these PvP matches. So we'll see how much longer it's going to take for them to start. Unfortunately, we don't have a hard start time, as this is still the first season and we're still kind of getting all these things organized and figured out.
Yeah,
but it should be an exciting match.
Looks like they might be discussing the setup for the start. The cool thing about the 4 kilometers is you get a nice little charge from both sides. The unfortunate side is that if you can't stay perfectly synchronized with the rest of your team, one of the people might get up ahead and put himself into a position where he could get singled out very quickly and put more damage on than is really possible to get away from for the rest of the fight. Oh,
they're moving around, so we might get a start pretty soon here.
Here we go. By the way, Balanos, Xylark says you have an echo on your stream. I'm not sure exactly what that's about. Are you perhaps listening to your stream at the same time that you're transmitting?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, we'll figure it out. Obviously, an experimental stream, guys.
Yeah, so when I get that figured out, hopefully next time. I don't really have time to do that now as we are starting. Hopefully it's not too unbearable to watch. Okay, looks like some action's happening over here. I'm seeing boost. Try to get one of these shielded pythons targeted. Now, one of the things that's going to make it difficult for us while we view this match is trying to target all these guys, because we're not going to really know who's who without getting a lock. So it'll actually be, I think, kind of nice having a couple shielded ships so we can kind of give you updates on percentages and maybe how many shield banks they've used.
Alright, looks like they're setting up. I am here, what looks like behind the contrail line. I don't know if you want to set up kind of behind the Triadius line, and that way we can get 2 perspectives from the fight. Obviously, once the furball develops, that's pretty much it. We're gonna be at a loss of where to organize exactly, but we'll do our best to keep this as entertaining as possible.
Yeah. So I am now behind the Triadius line. Looks like they are in some sort of T-type formation. Doesn't look like they're really up. Are they moving, or is that... No, that's me moving. So I just thought I'd go over, while we're starting this, waiting for this to start, the previous results. So there's 6 teams right now involved. You have the BBFA, the Blood Brothers from Alrai, You have Balkan Intergalactic Guerrillas, which is BIG, Atlas Armada, A, Triadeus and Contrail, and Ronin of Amarak, ROA. And last week, Atlas Armada was able to beat ROA, while ROA did, in fact, beat Contrail. Well, the BBFA was able to go 2-0 on Triadeus. We haven't seen BIG fight yet, so we don't really know what to expect from them. But that should happen soon, so we can have more results next broadcast. And as you can see today, it looks like BIG and BBFA are going to go at 2100, so about 1 hour after this, you're going to have that match. Maybe an hour and a half. We'll see how long this takes. And then at 2200, you have BIG versus Atlas Armada. So BIG are going back-to-back against two very tough 2-0 opponents. So we're going to really be able to get a gauge of how good these BIG guys are.
Yeah, they're kind of getting thrown to the wolves on that. They were a late entry into the league, taking the place of another team that wasn't really able to participate as much as I think they originally planned and intended to. So in order to catch them up in the current standings, they're going twice this weekend, and as Balanos mentioned, that's twice against two very, very good teams that are very, very well organized and more than prepared because they've already had one official matchup to go by. So. But that's all right. This is the first season for the PvP League. We're really kind of just gauging how well everything's going to work out and what the best way to organize all of this is. So, you know, we're looking forward to some good stuff, and I obviously wish BIG the best of luck. I really think they got a lot to surmount, but if they can manage to climb that particular hill, man, it's they're going to be all the better for it.
Yeah, it's a very competitive group of players. These are some of the best PvPers in the game. You know, I don't think we can really claim that they're the best yet, but they're definitely amongst the more avid PvPers. There's a lot of history between these groups. I know as a member of Contrail, for a long time we fought ROA and BBFA since before Power Play, in fact. We had a long period of engagement, so these teams are all very familiar with each other. And like you said, there's a lot at stake. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of hurt egos from previous engagements.
Yeah.
A lot of insurance credits, you know.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. I personally lost at least 100 million in our last large engagement against BBFA and ROA. Contrail and BBFA and ROA in particular have a lot of history. As Balano said, I'm also a member of Contrail, so you know we were there in first person to witness. But you know, it was a lot of fun. It absolutely was, and I wouldn't take it back for anything. And since then, we've grown a lot friendlier with those groups. While we still stay very competitive and we fight with them very often, communication has grown a lot from that, and that interplay between player groups is what I think is going to set Elite Dangerous as a game apart going into the future. And if other player groups can benefit from that through something like the PvP League, I think everybody that plays the game now or gets into the game into the future stands to gain from those particular relationships. It looks like we're getting a start here, Balanos, if you want to go ahead and announce it.
All right, so Commander Nighttech has posted in chat ready. So we'll see if Contrail's ready to go. 2 minutes to start. Up, and here we go. And you'll see very quickly. Oh, already engaging. We got multi-cannons. That's got to be Robbie and his Fer-de-lance dancing around and flight assist off.
Looks like Shigiosa is going to be their first target for Contrail. There's definitely a lot of focus fire coming from the Contrail side onto Shigiosa.
Already threw one ring on Shigiosa. Looks like they are going primarily for... there's no way I'm going to be able to target him. Shigiosa's shields are down.
Oh, 85%. Oh, yes, he is going down quickly. Looks like he's going very evasive. Oh, you see, he intended to pop a shield cell bank.
He went silent running, and now is trying to disengage from the fight. Oh, I just saw Plasma Accelerator go right by his bow. Robbie opens up on him with his multi-cannons.
Shigiosa at 70% now, trying to recharge those shields, staying evasive. It looks like Contrail might have switched targets here.
It looks like one of the Pythons is taking a pretty big beating.
Yep, can't quite tell who it is as they're silent running. Chances are that's Dr. Dunkel or possibly Theos.
Stripe has just come out of silent running for a brief moment. 38% for Shugiosa.
Oh, Shugiosa's looking like he's having a lot of trouble. 22% now. He's going to go down very quickly. That's going to throw the fight in Contrail's favor very, very fast.
For those of you that are not familiar with PvP, once your percentage is this low, you're basically ineffective, as most of your modules have been destroyed. Very likely, he can't even see out the front of his canopy at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's
probably in full panic mode at this moment.
2%, 1%.
He's down.
Oh man, good first kill for Contrail.
Wow, they really, now this was, they got lucky because they were able to catch them off guard, and now it looks like they're going to go after Foxset. We'll see if Foxset can do a better job keeping his shields up, because I think what happened was Shugiosa missed his shield cell bank, and therefore was able to get through those shields much quicker than they should have.
Yeah, a costly mistake. I know for a fact because I made the same mistake on many occasions myself, and it can really cost you your ship if you get the timing of those shield cell banks wrong, especially now after the changes to the shield cell bank mechanics and the kind of heat they generate when you're popping them. Foxset 1 now looks...
Going in for the ram.
Now Foxset 1 is a pretty prolific PvPer. I know for a fact that he's another Twitch streamer. He's more popularly known as a pirate. I know for a fact he flies around in a clipper, but a very skilled pilot. Looks like he already got his first shield cell bank off and managed to get back up to full shield strength. We'll see if the Contrail guys continue to focus him or reprioritize to another target.
As far as I know, there have been no Contrail deaths yet. We'll see what happens after they start running out of shield cell banks.
Oh, here we go. It looks... Yes, that's right.
They have gone after one of the silent running Federal assault ships, probably one of the more alpha damage ones. Probably why he's already out of shield cell heat sink managers, because he's probably had to use those to keep his weapons going. 9% for Nitech.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, looks like the Contrail may have just lost their first ship.
Commander Robbie doing some work with those multi-cannons on Nitech. He's down to 0% and he is dead. There's another kill for Contrail. Let's see if I can get you a standing on ship numbers left for either side.
Theos at
24%.
So, very close fight here. It might, they might have a tough time getting through St-Once's shields. Like I said, those Dunkel at 86%. Now Dunkel is is going to have the more alpha damage because he is rocking, I believe, 3 plasma accelerators along with his turreted beams. So he's going to be their primary alpha damage on these shields of Fox St-Once. Well, Robbie's multi-cannons will not have a whole lot of an effect and probably won't be able to get through those shield cell banks. Dunkel coming in from the side.
So far as I can tell, oh, Theos at 6%, he's definitely going to go down, but by the looks of it, it looks like Fox St-Once might be the last member on the Triadius side, if I'm not mistaken, so he is really holding out for his team, but he is at least going to get 1 kill before he goes. We'll see if he can handle 2-on-1. He really must be running low on his reserves for those shield cell banks at this point.
There's definitely another Federal assault ship for them. There goes Theos. Theos is down.
Let's see if I can get a name on that Federal assault ship. I can't quite get it. He's still silent running, so it's hard for us to tell, but that's all right. We'll get a good look at him in a second.
He's looking at me. I'm trying to get out of the way. Don't kill me, buddy. All right, let's go. Let's try to get back in the action. Fox St-Once.
Oh, shields are down, 87%.
This is a big deal. It's going to be tough for them to come back from this one because with Robbie is going to be very evasive, very difficult to kill, and it's going to be really easy for him to get through his hull, Fox St-Once's hull with those multi-cannons.
He's at 73% already. Yeah, he's moving very quickly. Robbie doing a lot of work with those multi-cannons. This is where he shines. Once those shields are down on a shield tanking ship, that is not a good situation for him. Dunkel, meanwhile, at 75%. I found that Federal assault ship. He is still silent running and focusing Dr. Dunkel while they're trying to take down Fox St-Once. I think that's going to be their priority, and then they're going to switch to that Federal assault ship, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't want to... You don't want to let Fox St-Once recharge his shields, because he's... once those shields are back up, if he's got more shield cell banks, it's not going to be hard for them to keep that at full full for at least a few more rounds.
Doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. We've got a frameshift charge detected and actually retracting hardpoints. It looks like he may be trying a tactical retreat to save his ship at 7%. I think it's a little bit too late for that, but we will find out shortly whether or not he's going to pull it off. 2%.
And Robbie's still on him. Look at what a beast with those.
Oh yeah, Robbie has been the pestilence in this particular match. Yeah, Fox Unknown's definitely attempting a tactical retreat. That leaves one more target for Triadius left here versus the 2 in Contrail.
And he is on Dr. Dunkel's tail. They are jousting and flying in circles. He's firing frag cannons. Dunkel is not one of the does not have the turrets, so it's gonna. Oh, he does. He should have a couple turrets. He may have changed his build, so we'll see how he does. But I can't imagine that this Federal Assault Ship has too many more heat sinks.
Yeah, that's right. He's got to be running low on his supply of those. Now, bear in mind, obviously, Dunkel flying the Python is not designed to be particularly evasive. I mean, he is going for a hull tanking type of strategy. So he doesn't have a lot in the way of strength outside of that armor. So, I mean, this is a good opportunity for that last Federal Assault Ship to do some work, possibly get a kill. But seeing as Robbie is still flying around in that FDL and is going to start focusing him very soon, I see Robbie there at 90%. He's officially pulled off Fox and Owens. I think we're going to start seeing that Federal Assault Ship's health drop very quickly.
Yeah, if we could get a
if we could see, right? If we could tell what the hell was going on with him. But we might not be able to until he runs out of those heat sinks, as Balanos was saying, which he's got to be running low on supply of those now. We'll find out very quickly, I think.
Yeah, wow, he is playing defensively. There's really not, once you go in 2 versus 1, when you're one of those silent running Federal Assault ships, you know, it starts to get very difficult. You know, you're constantly overheating. I am so surprised that this guy has been able to continue silent running continuously for this long. We haven't been able to target him at all. Man, I do not want to get in the way.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no, never mind. That's you. I got excited. I thought maybe I could finally target him. It was you on the other side of the skirmish there. Yeah, we'll have to wait on getting a little bit more information. Dunkel down to 55% hull now. The damage is definitely slowed down. You're right. That Federal Assault Ship is playing a very defensive tactic now. I think he knows that, you know, he's playing a losing battle at this point. But, you know, to his credit, he is making an incredible show of it and really, really giving Robbie and Dunkel a hard time about finishing up this first match.
Yeah, good for him. You know, he could easily just surrender and end it and get to the next game and save himself a few million credits, but these PvPers are not the type of people that will surrender if there's still a little bit of fight left in them. So I got to assume that he feels that there's possibly still a chance here. And even if there wasn't, I'm sure he'd still go. It looks like he just jumped out. So that would...
Yes, tactical retreat.
Contrail 1, Triadius 0.
Wow, what an exciting match. That was a lot cooler than even I expected.
Yeah, wow, really cool. I mean, really impressive work getting through those shields initially. They popped those shields very quickly, way faster than they were able to, than Triadius was able to when going against BBFA. And that's impressive because Triadius in their last match was going 4 Federal Assault Ships, which is a lot of damage. And to be able to do that type of damage with Pythons as opposed to the with defensive build Pythons as opposed to those Federal Assault Ships is very impressive. Very good job, Contrail, and what a great fight put up by Triadius.
Oh yeah, no, I think we'll see one more great one at least. I wouldn't be surprised if Triadius comes out and possibly changes their tactics, unless the rules were possibly changed via group discussion and consensus before this match. From what I understand, each team is allowed 2 substitutions and 2 ship changes, 2 ship and build changes. So there's a good chance we'll wait about 5 or 10 minutes here before the next matchup. I'm going to hang out with Balanos. We'll talk a little bit about what happened. Hopefully take some questions here in the chat from anybody that might be watching the stream. Please feel free to comment, or if you have any questions for us. We've both been playing the game a long time. We can definitely tell you about what's going on if you're a little curious.
Yeah, so I'm pretty surprised at how well they handled those shielded ships. I mean, that was quite the display of firepower. I mean,
oh
those
yeah,
shields went down. I'm still. I mean, I keep bringing up this point, which might seem a little redundant, but I'm trying to convey how shocking it was that they were able to pop through those shields so quickly. And very, you know, my hat's off to Triadius, because they were not, once you lose that one ship, it's pretty tough to come back. And they did a damn good job staying in the fight and still able to take out 2 of Contrail's pilots.
Yeah, it's a bit demoralizing once you lose that first that first member of your wing. I think a lot of panic starts to set in, but they kept their composure from what it seemed like very well. Obviously, we weren't in the chat with them. It was kind of hard to gauge what was going through their minds at the moment. Maybe in a future battle we'll find a way to hang out with the guys and as they're fighting and maybe get a better idea for what's going on. But for now, it's just going to be me and Balanos. But in either case, the point being that they held their composure incredibly well. They did very well for a very long time. They got a little bit more defensive once they lost that first ship, so you definitely kind of saw a change in their battle style and tactic. I think it allowed them more longevity in the fight, but ultimately that first loss on Triadius' side of the 4-man wing was what set the match in Contrail's favor.
Now we'll see if Triadius has a response, because like you said, they have 2 substitutions. But to be perfectly honest, if Triadius comes out here with 4 silent running ships, I think we're going to see a similar outcome, because that's what Contrail prepared for. This was honestly a worst-case scenario, was if Triadius were to come here with shielded ships, and they did, and it didn't make a difference. So
well, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't count them out just yet, though. To take 2 out of 4 is more than we saw in any of the other matches so far. Last weekend, I think everybody was still feeling everything out. Silent running, obviously being the meta at the moment, kind of turned out to be what most people were rocking as far as ships. That being said, now that everybody's kind of had a chance to figure out where we're going with this, we started to see the strategy sort of meld and transform. And I think last weekend, Contrail really only managed to get 1 ship out of the Ronins of Amarak, their competitors for that particular match.
I can confirm that, because I was the one who got the kill.
Hey, good for you, man. I was in the first particular bout on that one, and I did very poorly. In fact, I was Shugiosa in this particular match. Yeah, we went down pretty quickly.
Just real quick, I got an update. Shugiosa's back in a shielded Python, so they did not elect to have Shugiosa change his ship. I'm wondering if they even have ships to change into. I wonder if they were banking on the BBFA strategy to really give them an advantage here. But we'll see, because he went down very quickly. He's probably kicking himself for mistiming his shield cell banks, because that could have gone very differently. If he had been able to stay alive a bit longer, it could have gone quite the opposite direction, because it wasn't that much longer after Shugiosa went down and they pretty much had their second Triadius target down that Contrail lost their first ship. So if Shugiosa can keep that damage on him for a little bit longer, we can see a much different outcome this time.
Yeah, we'll definitely get an interview with both sides after the match is over. Obviously, there's still a very good chance that Triadius could come back from this, so don't count anyone out. But we'll definitely get some words from both sides once this is over, and we'll get an opinion on what happened with that first particular Shugiosa kill. Now, my suspicion, obviously, as we already mentioned, was that shield cell bank deployment just came out a little bit too late, because I noticed once his shields were down, the game still displayed the animation of the shield cell bank trying to recharge, so he was probably very fervently mashing that particular button to get that shield cell bank off, but at that point it was too little too late. Hopefully, you know, Contrail can't really repeat that particular performance, because if they can, if Triadius can manage to stop that from happening, and Shugiosa and Foxen Owns, if they're still using their shield tanking ships, can stay alive for a little bit longer, I think we'll definitely see more resistance from them coming into this bout. Now, we do have to keep in mind there's more on the line here for Triadius. It's a best out of 3 competition. If Contrail is to pull out 1 more win, this particular bout is over for this weekend. I found that most of the teams that have been participating in the PvP League are doing Wings of 4, best of 3 match. That seems to be the popular setup for this. Now, that is definitely not by any means an official setup for any of these matches. Going forward, we may very well see larger wings, Wings of 8, or 2 Wings of 4, rather. I think this first season.
Actually, how they set it up. In fact, they don't have a preset prerequisite. They actually, the two teams negotiate the terms of each battle. So every battle might be different. Each one is its own personality depending on who's fighting. You know, I know that some members of Contrail have a particular affection for large ships. Hi, Semper. And most of the other teams only like to play with the medium ships, as those are currently the most popular PvP ships because of the little loss of credits and the highly efficacy of these medium ships right now. They're just, for the amount of money they cost to fly and the amount of damage they can do and their ability to survive anything, you know, it makes sense why a lot of people want to fly the medium-sized ships for this.
Yeah, there's definitely.
I want to mention. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You finish.
I wanted to mention another thing about Shugiyosha's shield cell bank predicament. If I'm not mistaken, the way it works for these shield cell banks is that they have multiple tiers. So your first tier are your best shield cell banks. But you don't have enough power to necessarily charge all your shield cell banks at the same time. So there's a moment of vulnerability when the player must switch from one set of shield cell banks to another. So my guess is that between his A6 pair of shield cell banks to his pair of A5 shield cell banks is when they were able to pop his shield, when he was in that moment of waiting for your modules to charge up. And this was actually a recent change that Frontier has implemented before shield cell banks were just instantly back up, and this fight would have been very different.
Yeah, that shield cell meta was definitely something that changed very drastically. Luckily, they came back on it a little bit. I feel that shield cell banks and shield tanking in general has remained a little bit more effective for the larger ships in the game. While some of the medium and smaller ships have suffered a bit from that. But that's okay, because as Balanos mentioned, a lot of the interest has now shifted towards the medium ships. Which has a twofold effect, right? Not only is it now a little bit more accessible to do PvP, because you're not talking about, say, 30 million credits in rebuy cost when your Anaconda or your Cutter or Corvette goes down. You're talking about more like a 5 or 6 million loss if you lose a Federal assault ship, or 10 million if you were to lose a Python, for example. So it makes it a bit more effective to fly those ships, especially in wing fights, and I think that's what's lent to the popularity of the medium ships in the PvP League. Now, as Balanos mentioned, there are a bunch of pilots that are really interested in flying large ships. I'm one of those pilots. I have made and cut my teeth and made my living flying the Anaconda before the Corvette and the Cutter were out. Now I'm a very big fan of the Cutter. I'd love to be able to take that ship into battle. I know that I'm bound to lose a lot of money when I lose it, but that's okay. I'm ready for that excitement, and I'm hoping that coming in to the next several weeks with competitions versus other members, we'll see some pilots flying those large ships. Alright, looks like Balanos is going to line up behind Triadius. I'm going to go ahead and take Contrail then. If I can find them, this is a pretty big instance. Let's see here. Stand by one.
If you actually, they're directly in front of
yeah, I got him.
Triadius group. Okay, good.
Yeah, I got him. Here's Commander Theos. Here is Dr. Dunkel. That's probably Robbie over here. Silent running. And no, that's Stripe Life. And then we're waiting for Robbie.
So it looks like they are going to use the exact same ships, exact same players, exact same builds. So we'll see if Triadius can execute this a bit more effectively. I have a feeling that's what's going on in their team speak. They're wondering if maybe they can get to that second set of shield cell banks, that perhaps they can get one of the Contrail members down much quicker, who are not shielded. So however much damage you take, that's your damage. There's no recharging your hull.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we'll see going forward. Is it not possible to repair hull slightly with some of the mechanics that were implemented with Horizon? Some of the materials that you can pick up down on the planets?
As far as I know, the only one that's possible to do is to fix your SRV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't messed around much with that mechanic, so I wasn't completely sure. I'll look into that and post some more information on that going forward, because that would be an interesting tactic.
I want to mention that people are using those new materials. You know, Robbie, I know, has spent all week because he's using multi-cannons, and the problem with the multi-cannons is you just don't have enough ammo to kill people. These ships are so tanky that he needs to have these reloads available, and I believe he probably is using the high-velocity ammunition with them as well, so that he can do even more damage. This is extreme. What is it? The small caliber munitions, or is that what it is? something like that.
All right, we got a 2-minute warning from Nitech. We're going to be going forward with this match pretty soon. I'll be completely honest. You know, I am a member of Contrail, but I am really rooting for Triadius on this match. I'm having so much fun doing this that I want them to win this one so we can see a third match. And then, you know, if Contrail wants to pull out ahead, that's all right too. But
listen,
that being
I'm not
said,
gonna hide my homerism. I want Contrail right now with these guys. I mean, I
want them to dominate.
I have a lot of respect for these guys, but you know, as a member of Contrail, I want to see a decisive victory. I want to see them get through those shields just as quickly. It was quite a sight to see, but it would be cool if they had a very close match, and I think it would be the best thing for the league to have closer matches.
Oh,
You're
absolutely,
right.
absolutely. I mean, and now as we see people starting to play with different builds and have different ships, we're going to start seeing some closer competition. I want to stress to everyone, this is a very, very infantile thing. This PvP League really only started a few weeks ago. We have a lot of hope that this is going to grow into something amazing that's really, really good for the game. These PvP groups have been having a lot of fun fighting each other since the game's launch. This is a way to kind of bring it to the masses as a spectator sport. As we go forward, we'll find more entertaining ways to do this. All right, we've got to go. Let's go.
Triadius moving in slowly. They are not jumping in. They're going to try really to stick together here, and I think that's key. And it looks like they're going right after Shugiyosha once again.
Oh, yeah. Robbie, on the other hand, did not waste any time. He flew in there, boosted, and immediately started putting some multi-cannon rounds into Shugiyosha. Okay, we've got... Dr. Dunkel looks like he is the focus this time.
Which is probably smartest. He has to go evasive. That's a lot of alpha damage off of Shugiyosha.
Oh, yeah. Shugiyosha popping that shield cell bank really early this match. He did not want to risk it, man.
Now, that could come back to bite him because if he has to go through his first shield cell banks much quicker, already, second one.
Oh, yeah.
Look, they're still trying to burst through. Wow.
Oh, he's popping quick. I suspect a ram coming through. I suspect Commander Theos going in for a ram very quickly.
And for those of you that don't know, if you get rammed, it's probably by Theos. He likes to ram you.
Malaka.
Okay, he's spinning around. Shugiyosha going all evasive, down to one shield again. Shield cell banks are going. Can they burst through the recharge of the dual shield cells? Probably not. They're probably going to have to wait for him to switch to his secondary shield cell banks before they can burst through.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of heat generated there. He's got beam turrets all over him. Those shield cells have got to be struggling. If he's not on his second to last or even his last shield cell bank, I'd be very, very surprised. He is not going to have time to switch to his secondary set. There is no way that 20 seconds is going to allow him that particular switch.
Yeah, they are constantly putting pressure on Shugiyosha. Down to one ring again. Looks like he is not popping a shield cell bank. We're going to see these shields go down very quickly unless he can switch with enough time.
Nope, and it looks like they're going to go down. You're going to see a lot of damage suddenly come onto him from Robbie. There go the shields, 98%, 97%. His hull is dropping incredibly quickly. I think we're going to see a repeat of last match. Shugiyosha is going to go down, and then they're going to start, you know, scalpel dissecting the rest of the Triadius team.
But it looks like Dunkel is getting focused pretty hard. He could really use a little evasive maneuver right now to get out because we don't know the percentage that he is at. He could very well be at a low percentage right now. We don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like Dunkel is definitely taking advantage of his ability to tank, and he's just going to stick to it as long as he can. I don't see a lot of maneuvering coming from his ship, but you're right, we can't target him yet. We don't know what his health looks like. We will find out very soon, though. We got Commander McKeggy in an FAS. He is not silent running at the moment. 100% hull. He has not received any damage so far. Looks like Shugiyosha has possibly started silent running in an attempt to last as long as he can against this Contrail onslaught.
Is he still up? I don't even see him. Did we miss him blowing up?
Oh, I don't think... Oh, that's possible. I thought I had him targeted. I did start switching around. There's a good chance he's already down. No, I think that's the guy that's getting focused right here in front of me. But again, I cannot target him. He is silent running in an attempt to... Ooh, but it looks like they may have gotten his power plant. He looks like he is dead in the water. Oh, and there he goes. I think we've got that first kill of the match. I see that. There it is. That was Shugiyosha, I am fairly sure. Yep, it looks like there's... Yep, there's some damage switching to Foxcent Owns now. Let's see what the next main focus target. I see Robbie's trying to put some harassment into him, but that's not a lot of damage versus those shields.
85%. He may have just bumped into his own guy, to be honest.
That's very possible.
It would actually be very smart of them to switch to Night Tech right now while he's out vulnerable, because I can imagine he's trying to save his fuel, his heat sinks for when his partners inevitably go down at this point. Looks like all the contrails are still up. Haven't seen any explosions on the contrail side.
You know what? I take it back. That may have been a contrail ship, Valenos. I have just found Shugiosa. For some reason, I couldn't target him before. Shugiosa's alive and well, and he is at 60% hull. It says that he is 4 of 4 in wing. What we may have witnessed is a contrail ship blowing up that we misidentified.
You might be right. You are definitely right. So it looks like contrail has actually is at a disadvantage now. Shugiosa going evasive. This shield cell trick might be working this time around. Night Tech trying to distract, to try to take some of this damage.
Oh, and maybe I opened my mouth too soon. That prediction that Triadius might pull one out and we'd see a third match here could very well have been true. Shugiosa taking a little damage now. I think they've managed to reprioritize onto Shugiosa. There's a good possibility that he had one small reserve of heat sinks. He's now through them and unable to silent run, because we're seeing Robbie go right back onto Shugiosa. Went from 46 to 36% in a single pass. Shugiosa could go down soon, and we'll see Contrail even the match one more time.
Yeah, but this whole time, Triadius has been putting pressure on another target. You know, once you have that once you get that first man down, you're at a serious advantage, as you have hurt your opponent's damage output by 25%.
Shugiosa 23%. Robbie putting a lot of damage on that target. He's got to be feeling the pain right now. Okay, and we've got a friendship charge from Shugiosa. He is pulling a tactical retreat. Does not want to lose the credits from that ship. I cannot blame him. That is 10 million credits that'll go down the hole. That is a good amount of playtime to make up when you lose it here. So we've definitely got one ship down from the Triadius side. We'll try and get you a status report on Contrail, who, from what I understand, was not doing particularly well after losing that first ship. We've got Nitec 73% for the Triadius side. Got Fox and Owens still rocking his shields, man. He has not had a lot of pressure put on him, so he is definitely not feeling the burn. Pocking one more shield cell, trying to recharge that strength.
I see Nitec just took a shot, went down 6%. So someone with some alpha damage is definitely putting some damage on Nitec.
Yeah, looks like that might be Robbie.
Looks like they are splitting their damage right now, which could be dangerous for Contrail at the moment. Yeah, it looks like they're really going after Fox and Owens. Maybe that may not be the greatest move for them at the moment, because he's going to be their toughest target to take down. But Robbie, ever so evasive. That's the thing, is once they get everybody down, then you got to get down to Robbie. And let me tell you, as someone who's
that's going to take some time.
It's not an easy thing to do. This match could take a long time if he's the last one left. I see Robbie is at 78%, so they've been able to put some damage on Robbie.
78% and 2 of 4 in the wing. While we were watching Shugiosa retreat, Triadius managed to take down a second target, one of the Pythons, I presume. Trying to figure out who this last member of Contrail is out here, but he is being as evasive as possible, and silent running, so we can't get a good status report, name, or health on that particular target, but I suspect we'll be able to get one very soon.
I don't think it's going very well for him. As I see, Robbie has abandoned flight assist, has abandoned silent running in order to, I'm sure, to draw some of the targets onto him. Nitec at 34% though, so we could see this evened out soon, but Python is in absolute retreat mode. And here's McKaygate 74%. Stripelite at 25%.
So it's Stripelite that we have left. Oh, come on, Stripey. You can hold out a little bit longer, man. That is a very low percentage. He is really starting to feel the burn. Unless Contrail can even the scores here and Robbie can put enough damage to take one of those Federal Assault ships out of the fight, we are probably going to see a Triadius pull out here.
I see Nitec at 18%, so you might actually see that. If they can get Nitec down here in a reasonable amount of time to put it back to 2-on-2, we could see Robbie in a 1 versus 2 situation, which I wouldn't put it past him to come out ahead. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Nitec 6%, 4%. I think Robbie has it 1%.
Nitec is 1% still.
1% and holding on. That is amazing. He's doing an incredible job evading.
Down. He's ready to.
There it is.
And he is down.
Robbie's got the kill. Stripe-a-Light definitely feeling the burn. 12% while Robbie managed to get that kill. Now switching his priority over to the Fox and Owen. See if he can get him off of Stripe-a-Light. But once Fox and Owen's shields come down, he's still got a lot of work to do to get it through 100% of Fox and Owen's hull.
Yes, but let's keep in mind that he does not have the hull reinforcement packages that most of these players have. So, with those, if he can target some of his modules, it could be a pretty easy fight for him. But the question is, can he even get through those shields with just the multi-cannons? Because as you know, kinetic damage will not get through those shields in a timely manner.
All right, Balanos, if you want to follow the fight with Robbie and Fox and Owens, I'm going to come over here to Stripe-a-Light, who's at 6% health. Not faring particularly well, still getting a lot of attention from this Federal assault ship. So, Robbie's going to have a lot of work cut out for him. I don't think Stripe-a-Light's going to last a whole lot longer. Credit to him for staying in the fight as long as he can. That's 2% hull. He's now switched targets over to Fox and Owens, seeing if he can get those shields down for Robbie before he goes down. And that way, Robbie will have a much easier time dealing with that particular ship, because just having kinetic weapons, he is not going to be at a huge advantage fighting that Fox and Owens. He's going to have to try and take on the Federal assault ship while being evasive. Oh, and there goes Stripe-a-Light. Oh, no.
So now Robbie in a 2-versus-1 situation. We'll see how well he can do. This is going to be very tough for him because...
Oh, yes, it is. But we're really going to see some impressive stuff from Robbie here. I have fought Robbie on many occasions myself. I know for a fact that he is one of the most skilled pilots that Contrail has to offer. Flies almost exclusively in flight assist off with a silent running FDL, which makes him very, very difficult to track and very, very difficult to hit. There's a good chance that he will probably prioritize the Federal assault ship at this point, and then hopefully whittle away at Fox and Owens' shields until he can get it down. That's about his only chance to win this one, I think, Balanos.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if he's distracted by Fox and Owens' shields, this McKeague is going to very easily be able to do a lot of damage very quickly on Robbie, because while it might be hard to hit Robbie, Robbie does take a lot more damage than either of these two targets.
Robbie looks like he's going for a pretty interesting tactic, too. From what I understand and from what I'm looking at here, looks to be flying just trying to stay out of the range of Fox and Owens, possibly targeting Fox and Owens so he can keep a 3 kilometer distance and stay out of the effective range of those lasers. Meanwhile, looks like he's trying to put damage onto... Oh, well, he was on the...
Damage on Fox and Owens. I think
that's right.
Targets.
Yep.
He's trying to stay evasive, trying to not take too much alpha damage. With McKeague going around. Now, McKeague's got frag cannons and plasma accelerators, so...
Yeah, if he gets in close, that'll do a lot of damage.
But it's also, I gotta say, those are both probably fixed, and going Robbie against Robbie fixed is just, it's an exercise in futility. It's not fun.
Yeah, it can be pretty frustrating. I've been on the receiving end of that particular punch. About the only way I've learned to deal with him is having turrets, which is kind of the lazy man's way of dealing with somebody like Robbie.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you don't really have any other options unless, I think possibly in a really good shielded ship, you might be able to wear out his heat sinks and then, you know, hope for the best.
Yeah, his strategy is definitely to just try and whittle away at those shields on Fox and Owens, but man, he just does not have the burst damage to take those out if Fox and Owens is still sitting on a good amount of shield cell banks. Obviously, we have no way of knowing what that particular reserve is. You can't, I know he's popped them pretty liberally. Is he on his
last shield? So he's not popping it, so, but we'll see. He might be really waiting to pop that shield cell bank, but it's also very difficult to get sustained damage at the style that Robbie's fighting.
This is that time when what you mentioned earlier about having to recharge those multi-cannons might be what saves Robbie. He is going for the longevity fight at this point. There's a shield cell back from Fox and Owens. He looks like he's really getting desperate on it, just trying to hold off as long as he can. But Robbie has got to be running low on ammunition. I mean, he's been using it very liberally, so if he reloads and uses that last particular set of ammo, you might see a tactical retreat from him, and then he'll have to concede defeat over the Triadius in this one. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I see him just trying to stay ahead of those beam lasers, but you know they're still getting shots on him. They're getting some good hits on Robbie. But Robbie really doing a good job dealing with 2 targets. You know, if it was me, this would be.
This would be over. It would be over if it was me too. Don't feel bad on that front. I don't think anybody is better prepared to handle this particular situation than Robbie is for Contrail. I've even got some rooters in the Twitch chat for Robbie. Looks like he's developing a following very
Robbie
quickly.
is doing a fabulous job, I gotta say. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually view my chat. I wasn't well prepared for that, but next time. Also, I should mention that if you're watching your stream through Tan Hard, if you follow me, whoever follows me today during the match, I will award a free paint job of a ship of your choice. So follow me, get a free paint job, and then don't unfollow me, because that would be unethical.
How very generous of you, sir.
All right. Robbie really dancing around. Really, you know, they're nicking away at him. I'm seeing him take some beam hits. I don't think he's taking a whole lot of alpha damage from that Federal assault ship, so, you know, we'll see if that hull is going to be able to, you know, to stay at a high enough percentage that he can be effective, because once those subsystems start going down, it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to stay silent running.
Yeah, the one real advantage Robbie has here is since he's using all kinetic weapons in conjunction with a silent running ship, he's not generating a lot of heat through the use of his weapons, right? So that allows him to play a lot more conservatively with the heat sinks that he does have available to him. The FDL having 6 utility slots, that's quite a bit of heat sinks. That is a lot of time that you can spend in silent running without having to reveal yourself as a targetable location. It forces your other opponents to either just try and take their gimbaled weapons and unlock you, or, well, just not have a lock in the first place and try and put damage on you. And that becomes incredibly difficult if you're flying something like a Python. Now, what I'm seeing from Robbie, it's really interesting. So he'll whittle away at Fox and Owns for a little bit, then he'll switch targets. He'll put some damage on McKeggy, who's now gone silent running as well. This is allowing him two things. It's allowing him to slowly whittle away at McKeggy. 57. Yeah, we've seen him go down about another 10%. Yes, we've seen him go down almost another 10% over the last 2 or 3 minutes. So that, I think, is his strategy. He's trying to annoy Fox and Owns and keep him on his toes, and then switching targets quickly to McKeggy, doing a pass, and then back to Fox and Owns. So he's sharing the priority between the two. Hopefully, I think, trying to take down McKeggy and then go back to finish off Fox and Owns. If he can pull this off, I'm going to be dreadfully impressed.
I just saw Fox and Owns just disappeared.
Oh, I think there may be some type of connectivity issue. I still see Fox and Owns. I also still see you in... Oh, and I saw him disappear as well.
He disappeared.
Oh, it looks like we might have some type of connectivity issue here with the server. Oh, no. That would not be good.
I wonder if they're still in the same instance.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good...
all disappeared.
Oh, no. Let me see if I can get some information from them. Oh, RIP Frontier. They are not going to be particularly happy when they watch this recording. See how excited we were, and then suddenly people start disappearing. Let me stand by one. Let me see if I can get some information from our competitors as to what might have happened and if they are still in the same instance together.
Okay, I'm going to stand by. I'm going to go ahead and put...
Channel switched.
What are we getting, guys? So did we lose the instance?
I have no idea.
No idea.
User joined
Guys, instance back.
Yes, we saw that on the stream.
Is it okay if we continue that? So we try to relog and continue the fight?
I think that's the best way to play it.
I'm back in with them.
Robbie is back in with both of them.
Okay, so let's continue, yeah?
Okay, keep going.
Go on, guys.
User left your channel. Channel switched.
All right, Balanos, I've got some good news and some bad news. Which do you want first?
Okay. Well, give me the good news.
All right, the good news is Robbie still sees both of them. They were left in the same instance. Somehow we got kicked out. The bad news is we're no longer in that instance. So we are now streaming ourselves talking to each other.
All right, well, I know how to make this entertaining.
Do you actually have weapons on that thing? Oh, God! Oh,
no,
oh, you bastard. Oh, man. So, to anybody that's watching the stream, basically what seems to have happened is we have some kind of instancing situation. The fight continues, ironically. It's just Balanos and I that have now been kicked out of that instance somehow. That was by nobody's particular doing. It is a problem of the background peer-to-peer network architecture, unfortunately. I will be submitting this video to the Frontier development team to see if there's something they could do to prevent this from happening in the future. I do apologize for that. It is a shame because we were having a really good time streaming that particular fight. I quickly discussed with the Triadius guys if they wanted to try and reset and get everyone into the instance. That is, well, I would Death Watch, except I don't have weapons on this particular ship. We can ram each other to death. But no, as I was talking that through with Triadius, that's when Robbie basically told me that he was still in the instance with them. We decided so that the flow doesn't break up, we're going to let them finish that bout, and when they're done, we will be here to give you the results of that particular fight.
Hopefully re-instance so we can keep.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to point out just how far we've moved. We started right here at the belt cluster, and
but I'm
literally we were 20 clicks
blah,
out by the time we lost contact with Robbie and the two Triadians.
Whoa, okay, Balino, stand by one. Hey, I think it just put us back into the instance together. I just saw Robbie. I see 2 more targets. I got a Python. Fox and Owns. Yes, we see them again. We are back in it, baby. Oh, that is wonderful. Okay, let's see where we're at with this.
Bad for going 20 clicks away. I gotta.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
all right.
If you're watching me, I appreciate it. I do.
Man, and see, I was going for you to try and give you a ram, too. I was going to give him something to remember. I got Robbie here at 39% hull, so he has lost a little bit of hull since we were last here. He is no longer silent running, so there's a possibility he might have lost his heat sinks. I do not, however, see McKeggy. Oh, I take that back. Here he is. McKeggy is at 24% hull. Oh, wow, so Robbie has been doing some work while we were out of that instance. Oh, this is going to be good. There's some damage going on to McKeggy, 23%. Robbie is definitely doing exactly as I mentioned. He is switching targets, trying to stay evasive, going after McKeggy, hoping to take him down, and that'll leave him open to concentrate on Fox and Owens. If he manages to pull this off, I'm buying the man a beer, because I wouldn't be able to do this. There's no way I would ever be able to do this.
If no one follows me, he's getting the fucking... like, seriously.
Yeah, if nobody follows you, I'm giving him something. I wasn't even gonna give anything away, and I will give him this. That's just impressive.
Yeah, really, this is, you know, this is a testament to the skills of being a flight assist off-only pilot. Like, really, it's something that I've neglected to learn for a long time, and I'm realizing that was a mistake. Because
absolutely.
Quite a show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Robbie's definitely giving us something to remember here. 38%, so he really is doing work on McKeggy.
Those beams are hitting him, because that's what I see hitting him mostly, and they are not doing a whole lot of damage. And let me tell you, he's got those reactive armors just for that. Because, or I'm sorry, not reactive.
Mirror surface.
Mirrored, because if you have the mirrored, he can pretty much do no damage, and that's pretty much your only shot of hitting Robbie is with some lasers.
Yeah, McKeggy at 12% now. Robbie's still doing a lot of work on him. I really do think we're going to see... Oh, did he?
Now it's 20%.
Oh, no.
One of the major disadvantages of the Fer-de-lance is that when you get into a ramming situation, you are going to take more damage. But McKeggy at 10%, 9%. So, this is... Wow, what a close match.
This is where we're really going to see if it happens. Man, that ram really could have been what... And I'm sure Fox and Owens knows this. He has probably been trying to ram him for a while. Finally managed to get a good angle and get a good ram. And that is a huge... That is 16% of his hull in a single ram. If he manages to do that again, he's going to be left in single-digit hull amounts. And that might be the end of the fight. So let's see if Robbie can stay evasive. I'm going to try and get in there a little bit closer. I've been trying to give him as much space as possible. But I think it's about time to really get up in there and give you guys a good viewing of what's going on over here.
McKeggy at 2%. Unbelievable. 1%.
Oh, Robbie, I think he's going to do it.
Robbie, oh.
Ooh, and McKeggy trying to go in for a ram. Yeah, McKeggy trying to use that last percent of his hull strength to ram Robbie. We'll see if it goes. Robbie dodging another plasma accelerator shot. Ooh, I gotta stay out of the way too. I might be the one that ends up ramming Robbie on accident. That would be very unfortunate.
McKeggy, I'm staying pretty far away. I should probably try to come in, but I do not.
Oh no, yeah. I just came so close to them. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. I'm scared of doing that.
0%.
There's McKeggy. McKeggy down. We have a Robbie versus Fox and Owens one-on-one match. Fox and Owens at a huge advantage, seeing as he still has shields. Robbie is at 15% hull. Probably going to do his best to stay out of that ram and stay behind Fox and Owens. And if he can whittle away at those shields, we'll see a victory from Robbie. But it's a long road ahead of him, guys. This is still at least a 5 to 10 minute match, what you're looking at right here.
Yeah, you know, Robbie only has maybe 14% left on his hull, but, you know, he's only getting hit by those lasers, and that's not going to do the trick, I think. You know, he's not going to be able to get him down quick enough. But if those shields, if he's got enough shield cell banks left over, which I really don't think he does, you're right. This could be a long fight.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, there we go. Go Robbie. Can I get some Robbie hype right now for the underdog right now? Can I get chat to give me some Robbie hype? Go Fox. Okay, we'll get some Fox hype too. That's all right.
You know, Fox, I don't think has any idea where Robbie is. Robbie just put a ton of distance between them. Now, I don't want to go towards Robbie to give away his position, but I can see his contrail. He has gone very far away. He's disengaged. I'm wondering if that was the end. If I still see hard points out, so I can only imagine. Nope, nope, here he comes.
Fox and Owens look like he's searching. Could we have another instancing issue?
No, I saw Robbie. He went way off. I think he's going to try to come in silent running, unseeable, and try to get as much damage on those shields as possible, and then be able to stay behind him for the rest of the fight.
Oh, never mind. No, it is an instancing issue.
It
is an instancing issue.
Can't see him.
Yep. All right, well,
No,
let's stand by.
Look, I can see his contrail. He's still here.
I can't see him very close. Maybe if we try and invite him into our wing. It's possible he just kind of got far away and a little bit lost. Let me try and invite Robbie into our wing so he can find us. Stand by one, guys. Let me see if I can get this figured out.
Channel switch.
Hey Rob, I sent you a wing invite if you want to jump to us. We're right next to Fox and Owens and still in his instance. If you want to either come to us or try and jump back into the instance to finish this up.
Okay, just leave him wing. Then send me another invite.
Alrighty.
Channel switch.
Alright, so here's the game plan. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the game plan. I'm going to get Robbie into our wing. He's going to jump onto us and try and get back into this instance. We'll pick up right where we left off. Robbie obviously not having shields, not being able to recharge in the interim. So he'll still be hopefully at about 14% when he gets back in here. There's the invite to Robbie. We'll get him back into this instance. We'll pick up where we left off, guys. There's Robbie.
And Robbie is not in the instance, you're
Nope.
right.
Dropped him a beacon. We'll hopefully get him back in here.
Now that is something new. Now I've known plenty of issues of being in the same instance, but seeing Commander just drop out of the instance that you're already in, now that is something new.
I've never seen that, yeah. That's a new one. We've had plenty of times where we drop into a new one, like maybe from an interdiction or something, and it's empty, or you can't get people into the instance if there's already, you know, a large amount of commanders in there. Okay, Robbie is 24 kilometers away. He's moving towards us. He sees us. So we're going to get this going again. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the instancing issues, guys. I'm going to send this to some contacts I have at the Frontier Developments team. I'm hoping they can get a good look at this and, well, get some suggestions from them. Maybe in the future it's somehow better to work through a private group for the peer-to-peer network architecture to make this a little bit more stable. We'll find out. Again, this is still a learning process. We're trying to do as best as we can with this PvP league, but we're still really new at this. We've only been doing it for about 2 weeks now officially. And this is our first season, which is a very experimental season where we're testing different ship layouts and different configurations for the fight. Once we get all that hashed out, you're going to see this grow into something a lot bigger, and we're going to go from there. All right, we've got Robbie here in our wing. Oh,
and now you disappeared. Now everyone disappeared. Okay, so
I still see them. I'm in their instance. Just jump on me. There's definitely some kind of instancing issue between us. But just try and jump on me. My beacon is down, Balanos. You can come to me. I still see Fox sent Owens, excuse me, and Robbie in the instance.
Okay, I'm jumping in. Yeah, I am locked out. There goes my career.
Everybody stand by one. I'm going to try and communicate with the guys here and figure out if they can see each other.
Oh, there you are. You know, we may have to just move out of this completely and let them just finish it because, I don't know.
I'm thinking they need to form a wing, get into an instance together alone. And, man, but I need to stream this. This is amazing. We've had such a good time.
I see everybody.
You are in? I see them as well. How far away is Robbie?
He is. Five clicks from me.
Yeah, he's right next to us.
Right next to you.
Stand by. I'm going to switch channels, talk to Robbie, and see if he can...
Channel switch.
All right, Robbie, can you not see him?
No.
Oh, man, I can... It's so weird. I see him in the instance. He's right over here, right next to you. I mean, not right next to you, but he is 2.4 kilometers away.
Invite Fox in the wing.
User joined your channel.
Guys, we want to continue no matter what.
Yes, yes, no, absolutely. Okay, so here's the... I just dropped Fox and owns an invite. I want him to drop on my beacon, that's Semper Viren's beacon, get back into the instance, and then he can drop again, and we can go from there. I think that's the best way to get this instance stable.
Semper Viren, continue, so we go to another channel, you continue the fight, so it's, you know,
Okay.
Can he stop charging his shields?
Well, I mean, I don't think he can really help it. To be completely honest, they're going to charge no matter what. And it's been so long now that, you know, it's unfortunate, man, but you're doing such a good job. People are rooting for you pretty good in the chat, too. Alright. Let's see if we can get this invite out to him. Okay, let me see if I can...
Hold on. I see somebody. Who is it? Fox sent one.
Okay, so we got him. Alright, I'm going back to the streamer channel. Good luck, buddy.
Channel switched.
Hey, Fox, he can see you again in the instance. I'm about to go down to the streamer channel. If you just want to type in chat, if he's ready to go, we'll take it from there. If it happens again...
I see, okay, yeah, we'll jump out and jump back in again.
Okay.
Okay, I see him. We can start.
Continue.
Channel switched.
Alright, we're back, man. They see each other. They are going to town.
They're going. Now, the key is... Oh, wow. Robbie, down to 9%.
Oh, did he just take a ram?
No,
I think he
just got hit. I think he got hit by one of the alpha damage.
Plasma accelerators?
Not good. Yeah, maybe. But this is not a good situation for Robbie because he's got to get through all those shields, which had a chance to recharge during this whole break. So, you know.
That being said, he's doing some work on him. He's already through the first ring. If he can get through 2 more of those, man, he will probably get him to shields down. Robbie's still in this, man. Don't anybody give up on him yet. He's at 9% hull. I know that's really low, but he still has a good chance of pulling this off. And if he does, it's going to be a small miracle. But if anybody can do it, it's Robbie.
Robbie down to 7%. 2 rings to go.
Man, we're going to get a betting ring going on this for future reference. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Still at 7%, trying to stay just ahead of those beam lasers, as you can see him strafing around sideways, keeping his nose pointed to constantly put pressure on Fox and Ons. The question is, does Fox and Ons have any shield cell banks left? If he does, that's it for Robbie. Down to 1 shield ring.
Come on, Robbie. Yeah, that would seal it for Fox and Owens if he doesn't have any shield strength left. I mean, he still has a lot of hull to go through. Like you said, he doesn't have any of those hull reinforcement packages, but there's still a good chance that he'd be able to put down enough damage. If he can get 1 good ram in, that would be enough to take Robbie out. 6% for Robbie.
6%, 1 ring left for Fox and Ons. Now, it looks for those who aren't aware of the differences, the shield, once that shield goes, Fox and Ons will not have a whole lot of health left. The hull tankers that Robbie's in do not use shields at all, so that could be a pretty even match once those shields go down. Robbie at 5%. And
5%.
Fox and Owens is about to...
Oh, his shields are down! Oh, we have a match! We have a match, people. If Robbie can pull this off with 5% hull, you're going to see some absolute magic here, guys. 5% for Robbie. He does not have a lot of playroom here. If he does not stay 100% evasive through the entire time he's taking down Fox and Owens' shields, Robbie is going to lose this at the very, very end. 96% now for Fox and Owens. We're seeing some damage come down from Robbie.
So in the time that Fox and Owens got 0% on Robbie, he's gone down 5%. So now we're going to see this the pace of this fight really take off. Down to 92% already. Taking some long shots, Robbie. Wow, that I don't know how much of a shot you got to hit him, but I guess every little bit helps.
He's trying to stay evasive. I think he's trying to stay out of the effective range of those beamers. Oh, that looked like it might have been a ram for a second. Yep, lost another percentage point there, but he took another 4 off for Fox and Owens. Robbie is definitely putting down the more effective damage right now. He just has a lot less to deal with. And now we see Fox and Owens trying to recharge those shields. He's trying to give himself a little bit more breathing room. He's dedicated a little power to his systems where he wasn't before. If he can get those shields back up, that might be a major blow to Robbie's tactics here.
Yeah, Robbie down to 4%. Now the thing is that you have to keep in mind is Fox and Owens is in a Python, and these Pythons are notorious for losing their power distributor and their canopies very early on when you're getting hit with kinetic weapons. So we could see him at a major disadvantage. Although, keep in mind, this whole time, Robbie is definitely having issues with his modules because very little. It's very unlikely that everything is working perfectly in his ship. So that even makes this even more impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
Fox and Owens down to 82%.
Oh, Robbie, if you can pull off some magic here.
Basically, every 10% Fox and Owns has gone down, Robbie's gone down 1%. Now that makes for a close match because he has 3% left.
Fox and Owns 81 still. Yep, 4% for Robbie.
Shields are taking a long time. I wonder if Fox and Owns is taking the time to shut off his shield cell boosters to speed up that recharge. It looks like that recharge is completely stopped. He is trying to get boosters. He is trying to get his weapons back up. He's trying to do as much damage as possible. Now I know what it's like to be in Fox and Owns' position, and it is not fun. He is under a lot of stress right now.
Oh, absolutely. And his shields have stopped recharging now, I'd like to point out. So that means that he's applied a little bit more power, probably into his engines, to try and stay as maneuverable as possible. He's probably having so much trouble getting his nose on target that he has said, you know what, I'm not even going to go for recharging my shields. That is not a strategy that's going to work here. I'm going to try and stay as maneuverable as possible and get this last 4% of damage down on Robbie.
Robbie's still at 4%. If he can get down to 70% with that 4% hole left, that's not looking good for Fox and Owns.
Robbie's probably getting a little low on ammo. I see that he's become a little bit more conservative. Ooh, he's got some damage there. There's 3% for Robbie.
I don't think at this current rate that Robbie has very little chance here.
Oh, man. Come on, Rob.
The question is how much damage is being done to the distributor of Commander Fox and Owns? That's the real question. Once the distributor goes, it's over. 3% still.
Wow, the amount of evasion from Robbie is just something to behold. I mean, he is literally flying this ship like an Imperial fighter in CQC. This is the kind of stuff that nightmares are made out of.
Now, what's more impressive to me is the fact that not only is he being evasive, but his as often as he's being evasive, his nose is pointing right at you, putting constant pressure, constant damage.
That is a flight assist off trademark for sure. It allows you to place your ship in a position where you can do damage and stay evasive from the enemy and not take any. To Fox Owns' credit, man, he is doing a good job. He's gone back to recharging his shields. He really is trying to find a strategy that'll just crack this egg wide open, man. He's only got a little bit more to go. Ooh, 1% more down for Robbie.
Oh, I just lost him.
Oh, no. Come on, we're so close. This instancing is killing us. Maybe they're still in an instance together. Let me find out. Stand by one, guys.
Channel switch.
Did you guys? Silent. Did you? No, he's disappeared. Did you guys lose him again?
No, I've got him again.
Okay, keep the fight going. Let me know if he disappears.
Channel switched.
Yeah, I think it's
appeared and reappeared.
Yep, I think it's just a problem for us, Valanos. I was just over talking to Robbie, and it seems like he can still see Fox and Owns. So that fight continues forward, man. I really don't want to miss the end of this. Hopefully, they will come back into our instance right as it is coming to an end. We're seeing a lot of movement from Robbie just before he went off.
I'm staying on his signal. I see him as a wing signal.
Yep,
they pop
same
back
here.
In briefly, so hopefully we'll be able to get him to pop back in again. I would ask Robbie to drop a signal for us, but that would be...
He's got a lot going on. He's still fighting. He's got a lot going on.
Man, up. I see Fox and Owns down to 42%. Robbie at 1%.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Probably not, man. This looks like it's getting real close. I see them again now too. 39% for Fox and Owns. Robbie, this is
possible. I gotta say, it is possible for Robbie to pull this off. But he has to fly perfectly. He cannot make any mistakes. Even if he makes no mistakes, it's still a chance he will not win. He's kind of at the will of RNG at this point. I'm really wondering if Fox and Owns even has a canopy at this point, or is relying entirely without his HUD. Wow, big risk there, Robbie, coming straight on, but he had to get out of those beamers. And he's behind him, putting on damage. 21% for Fox and Owns. This
20%.
Is critical.
Oh my lord!
You start losing all your modules. Shit starts hitting the fan. 18%.
18%.
1% to 18%. This is absolutely fucking unbelievable.
This could be history in the making. This match will go down in history for PvP League, especially being in a first season. We never thought we'd see this kind of excitement out of a match this quickly in the PvP League.
1% left. 15% for Fox-en-Ons. He is hanging on for dear life. Both these commanders, absolutely phenomenal. Ooh, I do not want to touch one of these commanders right now.
Oh gosh, no, we need to stay. 12%.
12%.
And he's gone silent running. Fox-en-Ons has gone silent running. He is trying, I think, to put himself in a position to put that last % of damage. He's put a little distance between himself and Robbie, forcing Robbie to close that gap. Robbie going in for the charge.
This moment, because you know that he cannot stay silent running for long. 12% left.
Robbie not even attempting to go for damage during that period. He saw exactly what Fox-en-Ons was trying to do, making some space, putting him in a position where he could put some beam laser damage down on Robbie. Robbie just closed the gap, and he's back on it. Robbie 1%, Fox-en-Ons still 12%. Haven't seen any movement. 11% for Fox-en-Ons. 1 more % of damage there. Oh, come on, Robbie.
Silent running again. Now, Fox-en-Ons is playing a brilliant strategy here, you know, because he knows that the damage goes down significantly when he's in silent running, but it's a risk because he can do even more damage to those precious few modules he has left. 9%. This is history in the making, ladies and gentlemen. 2 versus 1 at the end. 1% left.
Come on, Robbie. He's got to be getting close. Fox-en-Ons still in silent running.
Robbie has been drinking. I just put that out. The drunk Robbie that you are seeing right now. They say don't drink and fly, but you know what? I say drink and fly if you can.
8%
for Fox-en-Ons.
Oh my lord, he could actually do this. He could actually do this. This is amazing. We have seen Robbie below 10% for the last 10 minutes of the fight. It has been an amazing time.
Wow, 1% left. I cannot believe what's happening. Well, Fox-en-Ons once again silent running, trying to keep as much damage off him as possible. Has given up entirely on the shield. He knows there's no way he'll get those up in time.
7% for Fox-en-Ons.
Now, in these last percentage points, he is not letting them go easily.
Oh yeah.
Fox-en-Ons.
Yeah, he's held on for a long time, as has Robbie. Both of these guys are doing an incredible job.
Did you see that barrage?
That was a good pass. That was a good pass.
5%. That was a 2% pass on that hole. If he can get a couple more of those in, it is game over. 4%. Right as he went silent running, I see Robbie coming in.
3%.
3%. Going for the ram. Now, what happens in a ram in this particular situation? Because obviously both commanders, 2%. 2% left. Will he go silent again? Does he have any more heat left? Can he pull it off?
Oh, Robbie's staying at a distance, trying to put that snipe shot on him to finish the game. There is some damage. You're right, 2% coming down, 1% hull. Oh, Robbie. They are now on equal footing. Robbie is going in for the kill.
Waiting for that 1% to tick down. Who's going to get it? At this point, it's Robbie's advantage.
This is Robbie's to win.
At this point, it's Robbie's advantage because if you're in a Fer-de-lance, you're much harder to hit than in that Python. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. 1% for both commanders.
Oh, they are jousting so hard. They are both vying for position to get a shot on the other. There's Fox-en-Ons, 1% hull. I think Robbie's going in for a pass. Yes, he is. There's the damage, 0% hull. Robbie takes it. Oh my gosh. Oh my absolute god. Wow. Wow. That was...
Is no man. This man is a god.
I'm literally going to call somebody in the UK that will send this man some beer.
Still alive. What is happening?
Oh my god. Holy shit. So Robbie's at less than 1% hull somehow and still out there.
Here's my question. Robbie flight assist off all the time. Does he land his ship right now with flight assist off, or does he put that flight assist for that?
I think for posterity's sakes, he just blows himself up, you know?
Wow. Unbelievable.
Oh my lord.
Triadis put up what a fight. Contrail winning 2-0, but that does not indicative of how these two fights went down.
That is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that just happened.
Wow, so Contrail winning, putting them at a precarious position of 1 win, 1 loss. Triadius now has 2 losses, whereas Ronin of ROA has 2 wins. First in the league at the moment. Second place, is Idle's Armada was now 1-0, and we're going to get a real gauge of the skill of this league this evening once we see how BIG fights BBFA and Idle's Armada.
What do you think, Balanos? Should we go give Robbie a hug?
Jeez, I'm
like a ship to ship hug here, real quick.
Yeah, just tap him, give him a little.
I'm just so excited. I can't help myself. All right, guys, that was absolutely amazing. I can't believe what we just saw. To be completely honest, I as much as I did want Robbie to go through, I wanted to see a third match. I really thought Fox and Owens would pull this off. I'm absolutely amazed that he managed to stay in as long as he did. Everybody stand by one. I think the guys are conferring over the victory for Contrail right now in the channel. Above us, I am going to hop over there and see if we can't get all of the competitors together into one channel. Maybe ask them some questions.
Right, I'm going to move up there with you.
Get some general opinions on how everything went down. So stand by one.
User left your channel. Switched.
Wow.
Oh
my God!
My lord! Oh my lord! I cannot believe.
Triadius and Contrail, thank you so much. That was
that was amazing. Wait till you see that video.
I've ever seen.
That match is going to make PvP
very much,
history.
guys. It was very exciting.
And I'll be completely honest, I was rooting for Foxen on this one because I wanted to see that third match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Fox had a stroke during the match, so that's the problem. Yeah.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Yes.
That's what it seemed like for sure. Hey, if I could, are all of the competitors from the last matches in this channel?
We are all here.
Okay, we're still streaming right now. We're still live. I just wanted to ask a couple questions to the competitors in this last match. Obviously, it was just an amazing thing to behold. I can't believe everything went down the way it did. We saw Robbie hold out from sub double digit, a whole percentage numbers, through to finish it out. My first question for Fox and Owens, how did you feel trying to get damage onto that target? Was it the most difficult thing you've ever had to do in this game?
It was the most difficult because I kept losing him. I lost my canopy, so I was firing blind. And at the end, it was 1%. Was firing my fixed beam on him, and the mirror armor just negated all